Ahoy hoy, I'm B-Side Berto. Welcome to the town Froststone on the game Settlement Survival. This episode is a combination of a short video clip and edited with some screenshots. So before I unpause the game to continue building, we'll take a quick look around and kind of see the basics of where we're at. We are in month 6 of year 23. Our health is poor and our happiness is decent. We are currently sitting at a population of 467. We have over 100 kids and 60 students, which means we could easily put down more schools. We are on a large size map, 2 lakes and 2 rivers, and I decided to start the settlement by the 2 lakes on the bottom of the map. This is our first marketplace area. It's been pretty much filled out with homes. And in the center we have types of buildings you would expect. Repair hut, clinic, chapel, and here's our boiler room. Here's our dock and our town hall on the river between the 2 lakes. Our second marketplace area, we're doing 2x3 blocks for homes. These are the only orchards we have, and both of them are making coffee at the moment, which I'm using for trade. 2 fishing docks, my first one, and the second one I put down, let's get into bonus. Both have bait for a bonus spot. Down here is 2 of the 3 compost plant farmland areas I have. Started off with standard size farms on top, and then worked my way down. We are currently in a great harvest, which the orchards and the farmlands, your output is increased by 30%. So that's why these farms have that visual. And I just recently had built a 3rd compost area, a 3rd farmland on the other side of the lake. This is a new area. This will be the first harvest for these farms. The top 2 are cactus, and we just got cactus. And this building, the Cactus Workshop from Carlos through trade. And I'm in the process of building this area out with storage and some other stuff. In the last episode, a level 2 typhoon came and wiped out 98% of the trees on the map, which is affecting the plants on the ground. So the majority of this large map, the trees are still growing back from the storm, completely wiping them all out. Underneath this mountain on the bottom of the map, I have a forcer's hut and a gatherer's hut, and I was trying to make a wilderness area, but all those trees also got destroyed in the typhoon. In the last episode, I put down the vegetable processing plants. I put 2 of them, and since I put this down, a lot of my food has been going into this to make salads. And if you go to the oats, these numbers are also low, but that is because they are going into my mills. I have 2 mills by my pastures. Both of them are taking oats and making them into malt, and that malt is just going up the road and it's getting turned into sugar. Right now I'm using sugar to trade with. I'm going back and forth between sugar and coffee. Sugar is worth more than coffee, so I'm getting more from it. At the moment I have 2 apiaries, one making honey and one making beeswax. I put down 2 lighting factories but only had 1 built. It is currently making lanterns at the moment. And then since we're here, I'm just going to turn this other one on. I'm just checking my cemeteries. I have 2, 1 big one and 1 small one. And my first one, my small one, is about full. Currently have a trade caravan out to Carlos. I've been trading exclusively with Carlos to get his reputation bonuses. This trade that's currently out at the moment is just coffee for some gears and steel. Go through the factions menu. You can see I've gotten tier 1 last episode, which got me my cactus and the cactus workshop. I'm continuing to trade with Carlos to get his 2nd tier, which will give agave. When I start games, I usually start off trading with Rania to get the dates for the 1st tier and the 2nd tier to get the mosque. Just recently we had put down the Palace of Justice, which gives us the edict system. This building gives you 1,000 edict coins to start off with. I have 3 things unlocked at the moment. 2 of them are water oriented. There is another technology in the science category called legal education. This will unlock the Office of Edict, and these buildings will give you more points in that system. Each of those buildings will help you increase, depending on how many workers you put in them, those edict points, which when I put it down, the first thing that I'll get are salt production, an increase in the radius for the mill, as well as expand the range for the boiler room, and then the latrine. To the right-hand side of the city is my industrial area. My mine is currently doing iron, and it's at 43% inventory. I'm pretty low on stone at the moment. I recently put down a fuel factory, which is making refined fuel. And right now this is going into my kiln factories. I have 2 of them. One is making brick, the other glass bottles, which is going towards lanterns at the moment. I do plan on putting more kiln factories in this area, as well as more industrial buildings next to this building. I have 2 sawmills, a water sawmill and a land sawmill. Both are making domestic fuel at the moment, but I do need to go back to make planks. Currently have 2 knitting workshops, both making straw shoes at the moment. I do have about 200 rope in inventory. I have 2 advanced tailors. This first one is making rough clothes, and it's kind of low at the moment. My second one is across the river, next to my second marketplace area. And this one is making down jackets. Down jackets are made from linen and feathers. And we go back, my linen is at the textile water mill behind the Palace of Justice. For education, I only have 3 schools. I do need more, but my second one is by the apiaries in the farmland area. And my third one is right next to my marketplace in the second marketplace area. I recently put down a curing workshop, which is taking salt and fish to make salted fish. This is why I'm also low on fish, because of this production building. When you add it with the salt to this production building and get salted fish, the hunger is 20 and the happiness is 40. The raw vegetables themselves are 8 and 15. And then if I get to the veggie salad, it's 15 and 40. So this first level of production increases all those stats that much. When we unpause it to start this episode, at the very end of last episode, I got a technology point for transfer stations. So I start this episode off by putting 2 down. One by the lighting factories and the apiaries, and my second one in my second marketplace area by my advanced tailor. I added a 3rd kiln factory in my little industrial area. I'm still playing catch up with stone, so this might take a while to get built. I turned on my second lighting factory. I'm going to go ahead and select lamp oil. My other one is currently making lanterns using this lamp oil. Some gears I have gone back through trade. I put in my reservoir. This reservoir is on top of the lake by my second marketplace area. I have 3 reservoirs and 2 big wells at this moment. Continuing with Carlos for trade, I sent another caravan out. This time some sugar for gears, steel, and some whiskey. I'm setting this trade up so I can get some money out of it. My goal is to buy another seed, another crop, but I need at least 6,000 for that. So hopefully this will help me get that quicker. I go to my quarry and I realize I had been making lanterns and been sitting there, and the quarry and the mine can use lanterns for a bonus. So I put 25 in the quarry and 25 in the mine, and the work efficiency of both of these will increase by 10%. The cactus workshop I put down by my third farmland area is now finished. I love cactus cuts, medicinal powder, or fodder. I choose cactus cuts. I decided to add a third knitting workshop to the area I have the other two in. And since the storm took so many of the trees out, it's been hard to get some lumber. This area has grown enough where I'm just going to clear it out and get it. And I can also use the plants, so I gather all in this whole area. I put down a second forcer's hut in my little wilderness area. It's going to take a while because there's no stone. Once this is up and built, I'm going to select it to plant and fell trees. The trade caravan came back, so I sent another one out. This time coffee and linen for some random stuff, leather boots, fishing nets, and baskets. This episode's first technology point, and I'm going to use it on smelting, which would give us a smelter, which takes iron and refined fuel and makes it into steel. This technology also unlocks the advanced smithing. I put the smelter on top of this mountain area. My third kiln factory is finished, so I selected for glass. My refined fuel has hit its inventory limit, but when the smelter gets finished, it'll go right there, so I'm not worried about that at the moment. The third knitting workshop is done being built. I selected for rope. I already have 200 rope, so I increased the limit to 400. And once it hits its new maximum, I'll switch it back to straw shoes. The 25 gear we just got through trade, I put in this knitting workshop for an increase of 10% work efficiency. Our town second administrator has expired, and I'm not going to reappoint because it just gave us a seed. That seed was wheat. So on the two new choices, I have processing structures get an efficiency bonus, or my living proficiency gets a +1. I go with a 20% increase to processing structures. And I had gotten some steel through trade, so I put it in my first boiler room. This bonus will expand that circle a little bit, so more homes are in it. And knowing I have a stone shortage, I continue to build more homes. I put down 12 here in two 2x3 blocks, and these will slowly get built as stone comes in. A traveling merchant comes through, and I'm able to get rid of 100 linen for 700 coins. I'm now currently just over 6,000 coins, which is what I was going for to buy a new seed. So this extra money will give me some leeway to have some money to play around with. Now that money's through, I go to the dock and order a seed. I ended up getting the chili seed. This chili seed is 6,002 coins. Depending on the output of the crop, it's either 6,000 or 10,000. So these broccoli seeds, the chili, the pumpkin, and the cabbage are at 6,000 total price because it's at a lower yield. The next step up would be like potatoes, corn, and cotton. That's about 10,000 coins per seed. But since I got the vegetable processing plants recently, I want to make sure I have more vegetables going in to make salads. Continue to trade with Carlos, this time sugar and feathers for some cookie and baskets. A boat came through with my order of chilies. It is now in the crop section. Everything here in my crop section I have planted and is being produced in this town. The steel I've been getting from the smelter, which just got built recently, now allows me to build an advanced smithy, which I put on the other side of the quarry. In Froststone, get another livestock, this time turkey. This is something I usually get first or second, but this happens to be the fourth animal we have. So I need to put down some pastures for them soon. We get another technology point, and I use this one on baskets. Baskets are made from reed, and help increase the carrying weight of your citizens. Last episode, I ended with the technology in the logistics category, so I'm going to kind of mimic it here. I'm going to wait for this boat on the timeline to get, and then we'll probably wrap this one up. And this is pretty good timing because my new knitting workshop just hit that 400 maximum for rope. So now I'm going to switch it. Instead of shawl shoes, this one's going to be making baskets. We have a refugee event happen where you're allowed to get 20 refugees as long as you have so much food in your stock. I usually would do this, but I've been denying immigrants because I don't want new people coming in. I have more than 100 laborers and I'm around 500 in population. So I go against what I usually do and refuse them. There are immigrants on the timeline, so if I do new people in the near future, it's about a year away. The advanced smithy is done being built, and we selected for steel tools. I'm beginning to have a shortage of tools, so this came up right at a good time. Because we're making bricks through our kilns, I'm able to put a bonus in the advanced smithy. 50 bricks will improve the work efficiency by 10%. And since I'm in the area, I take one of the warehouses and I put 100 bricks in there, which will increase its storage capacity. I again sent another trade caravan to Carlos, this time feathers and sugar for some clothes and herbs. I had 2 farms making cactus. I take one of them to switch it to chili for the new upcoming season. I have over like 11,000 cactus at the moment. That merchant ship has finally arrived. And for most of the stuff I had in my inventory, I'm able to get a bell tower, which gives you a bonus to your religious buildings, a book, organized bag, and some medical soap. And you can notice that I've now added coffee and flax to the inventory in my dock. I have paused the game, but some things I forgot to show. When these homes got built, the 12 I put down, I did put an additional school, so I now have 4 schools. It filled up very quickly. There are 66 children. Not all those kids are school age, but a good amount of them will be, so I could easily put down another school or 2, which does help with technology, so that is an option for me in the next episode. In the technology tree, if you take the school expansion and go all the way down towards Academy, not only do you get the Academy building, but you also get this thing called Rapid Development, which gives you 3 more technology points. So hopefully in the next episode or 2, I'll be getting education efficiency to work towards this academy. We are currently at month 5, year 26. So I went to the population graphs and set it for the last 25 years. This graph is the population of the town. This one is my clothing. And this one is for tools, and you can see how the tools have been slowly on a decline in the past 5 years or so. And before I left, I did put a bridge down going to this other area. I'm hurting for stone so bad that I'm going into this untouched area to pick up all the iron and stone and hopefully get a new seed when I send new workers over here. Since I put a wave of these new production buildings for food, the curing workshop, the vegetable processing plant, I've been struggling with food. I've not been in the red as much, but I'm not stockpiling food. I'm hovering in the thousands on the green side. And I'm currently over 1,100 food at the moment, and almost 500 have been made from cactus cuts. And I'm just showing this to show that the raw food of cactus cuts has been helping my food stay in the green for the past season or 2. And that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching episode 9 of Froststone. Stay tuned for the next episode. Hopefully I can get some patchers for those turkeys. Take care and have a good one.